All right, this is a very different one compared to my other assignments and projects because it's database stuff, which isn't really that different, but it's just that, it's just the SQL and nothing more. Where uh, so this was first semester, so that's why, introduction to it. But ever since then, it's always been, integrating databases with something else. So just as an example, uh, basically, half of the web app stuff that we've done, or that I've done for school at least, and some of our mobile development assignments, and some of our C sharp assignments eventually, just haven't done them yet. So I guess looking back, it is kind of weird seeing this. And this isn't, these are SQL files. These aren't a database. These are the commands to make a database. And that's kind of like what this was about. Basically, save all the commands to make a database and then do a presentation and a document on them. And that's what this is. Uh, some other of my assignments, uh, I've done like presentations on, but this is the one. This is like one of them that I feel like it's kind of more necessary to explain the context. And VS Code doesn't like PDFs. So here you can see the general structure of the schema. This is a very good example of just, you have all these here. But this is kind of a very good simple example of what that actually looks like together. And then also, like it's kind of, you know, it's kind of hard to talk about like, oh, alter table to add, add, references to customer and orders, basically connecting them. Make sure there's at least two orders, and you know, that's not really, selecting the average price. That's not really too much worth talking about. This is, just I guess basic SQL stuff. And it's also assuming that these tables have already been created. I should say that as well. Because, like I said, this is basically making a database by saving the commands to make that database. And I have a README here which does explain each one. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to show this one off just because, it does make sense. And like I wanted to basically show off an assignment that I did that was just database as opposed to, like I said, integrating it, because the ones that I integrated are good examples for those classes as well. So I just wanted to have an example that was just database stuff. And, uh, going back to uh, web app, that is something that doesn't really use the syntax it uses. It has its own ways of getting and putting stuff into a database. So showing that I know this is probably a good thing as well. And here, just me just explaining the normalization form as well. That was part of this assignment as well. But yeah, I don't really think I should just go off presenting this again. This is best left to just filter through, and I just wanted to basically show that yeah, I can do this. I see here this is inserting into a table, one of the most basic things, but like I said, this is a first year assignment, and I kind of wanted to have one assignment, or one, yeah, one assignment for each of my major skills, and this is database stuff is one that I wanted to put on there. But yeah, that's I think that's it for this one. Pretty short, but that's because it's a bit of a weirder format. And yeah, see you next time.